Yes.
Yeah. Going on?
Welcome to Yerba Talks.
Welcome. Today we have a debate. I am Max. That's Icy Spin. And that's Kevin. Cat is somewhere. This is a serious matter. Today we have a debate. So Cat Attack wasn't the best. All right. So let's do that. And we'll set up a timer. Just a second. Doom, 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 doom. There we go. All right. Kevin, before we start, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, well, I'm from Montreal. I'm French Canadian, so English is not my first language. So I admit I struggle in English, and I'm sorry for that. I wish I could speak in my first language, but I'll do what I can. So I know Max from FTFE's stream. I saw it on a couple of equations, and sometimes I admit that when I have nothing to do, I decide to go watch some FTFEs. And I never watched McToon, though he's too boring. But FTFE is kind of interesting. He has some good guests sometimes. And that debate, it was a debate that Max was moderating, and I was very interested. Like I liked the flat earther that was on. He was talking about exactly what we're going to talk about today, the educational system, and Max interrupted him, and that's why that's what I was saying to Max. Oh, I want nothing to do with you because you interrupted that flat earther, and I was very interested in that topic. And the debate went nowhere. It ended up like they fought together. The flat earther mocked Max, and he left, or
He
they
tried.
kicked him out.
Failed.
So it never went anywhere. So I was disappointed because I wasn't to that. So we're going to get into that topic today, which is the source of the information. Why do we believe what we believe, and who are they who make us believe what we believe? But because I used to believe the same thing, the globe and the heliocentric model. So that's what is going to be the topic. I was supposed to talk about it with Craig the other day, but he got pissed off because I was at the last minute, and he called me a piece of shit, and so I came back and I say, call me a piece of shit again, and I leave. So I left because he called me a piece of shit again. So we didn't debate about that. But the title of the topic is the source of the information, the Maxwells, McGraw-Hill, Jeffrey Epstein in the mix, the Rockefeller, the School Board of Education, the Rothschild, JP Morgan. Why we believe what we believe.
Oh, okay. It was an intro. Relax.
That's my intro.
Okay.
That I finished exactly where you were gonna interrupted me. I was finished.
Okay, I'm Max. Everyone knows me.
All right, Max, how about you?
Everyone knows him too. So oh, yeah, let me just clear up. I interrupted Ross because on a flat earth debate, he was talking about everything except flat earth. And when he brought up slavery, I was like, nope, talk about flat earth. And then Ross and I have a history. He gets super triggered because I dunk on him with my eyes closed. So yeah, that's what happened. Anyone can watch. The video is still up on FTFE's channel. Anyone can watch it. So, all right.
So
I'll
just for
mute
the
up.
yeah, for the audience, we're doing is the topic globe versus flat today, or was it something other than that?
That's what the title of the debate says.
Okay. And
If
Kevin, you
Kevin
want to
wants
go
to
into some
talk
of the
about,
meta?
yeah, if he wants to talk about that, let him
No,
talk about that.
it's
I'll
not.
just limit myself to prove that the Earth is a globe.
Yeah, we're gonna get it to the flat Earth and the measurement and the observation too. I got a lot of to talk about too, but it's important to know the source of the information.
Okay. That's fine. We can jump into it too on your opening. Are we doing 10-minute openings, Max? Okay, cool. All right, we're gonna do a 10-minute opening. Kevin, you can jump in and start now. Your timer starts.
All right. So, Max, I understand that you saw some of my debate because you claim that I've lost every debate you saw me in. So, did you see some of my debate? Are you aware of the curve building topic?
Go ahead. Go ahead and just present. You
Are
can
you
present your
aware?
case.
I give you the permission. This is a discussion anyway. I'm not good. If I ask
This
you a
is your
question,
opening.
I
Yeah,
expect you to answer.
well, we can get into the back and forth after. We're going to both do 10-minute openings, and then we can have open discussion afterwards. So why don't you go
Okay.
ahead and present, and
So,
then we'll get
okay,
into it.
I assume that Max have seen some of my debates. So I guess because I've been talking about the curve building topic for 2 years, so I assume that he's aware of that. The curve building topic was because I was getting to force the line, the experiment, the theoretical experiment that was never done by Brian Mullins, because I wanted eventually do that. Okay, somehow, maybe not on a large scale like Brian Mullins was suggesting. He was calling out Walt Disney to build a structure, an enormous structure, miles long, to measure the curvature or its absence. If you understand force line, it's a structure that it's always level at the top. So if there's a curvature, you can see it, you can measure it. So that's the segment where we're going to get into the measurement and the observation and the flat earth. Talk about the flat earth when you interrupted that Ross person. So this is about the flat earth. In my opinion, it's the best way to measure. Well, besides there's laser over the water, but so, we can. So some globers say refraction and laser curve. I don't believe that laser curve. A laser, when you open a laser, the line doesn't curve. It's a laser, it's a straight line. That's why we build houses and structure with laser levels, because it's always straight. So, but because the globers say that a laser can curve and there's refraction, the best way would be force the line to measure. And beside with force the line, you can measure, you don't have to measure over water, you can measure on the ground. So the top of your structure is always level. It's very simple to understand. Like Brian Mullins is some sort of genius, because I wish I would have thought of that myself, because it could happen. It's so simple, but effective. And when I talked about it in the debate, when Jaron was moderating, he said that scientists and mathematicians stepped forward and said that force the line was impossible. But I've seen the video he was referring to. It's a 50 minute something video to counter for the line, to falsify for the line and claim that it is impossible. And the guy is like with his board behind him, just like Brian Mullins. Brian Mullins always have his board with his drawing and his numbers and everything. So the guy is kind of imitating Brian Mullins MO, if you may, and it takes 50 minutes to try to counter what Brian Mullins. It takes 5 minutes to explain Force the Line. Look, I just explained it 2 times right now, and I'm not even at 5 minutes of my time. So the video where Brian Mullins explained Force the Line, it's 14 minutes. So he explained Force the Line, and after that, he calls out Disney. He said, "Oh, Disney or a big corporation should build that sort of structure, along a highway. Like here in Canada, we have one of the longest highway in the world. It's called the Trans-Canadian, and I crossed it all the way in the bus. It takes 3 days. Well, I crossed it not entirely. I crossed it from Montreal to Vancouver, so it's almost entirely." And it's straight. Like the people who cross it by car, they say it's so boring to ride on this highway because at some point you have to change lane just to just to make it less annoying. So that would be the perfect spot to build Force the Line by Disney or some big corporation with a big budget, like along the highway, and you could ride and you could put some lights on it, for the night. And when you ride like a ride of 300 kilometers, you can follow it. Like, hey, look, kids, the curvature. Remember when we were in Winnipeg? It was that high. Now we're in Calgary, and it's that high. And now in Vancouver, look, it's that high. We can follow the curvature. We can calculate the curvature. So the guy who came up with his 50-minute long video okay, I started to watch that video, but it's so like, why would it be so complicated? He put up number, and it's so complicated that we just stop watching, and the Glober will say, "Oh, it's so complicated. He must be right. He's some mathematician. Look, he have his board behind him, and he put out some numbers. So Force the Line is falsified. That's it." But if you understand Force the Line, if you think for yourself, it's as simple as I just explained it 2 times within not even 2 minutes. So if you don't understand Force the Line, I'll ask anyone, or right now my opponent in this debate, Max, do you understand Force the Line? And if you don't, I'm going to explain it again. Maybe I'll put more details. Maybe I use,
give me 1 second. One sec, Kevin. Max, can you pause the timer real quick? All right, Kevin, what I want you to do for the last, we can have the back and forth, but what I want you to focus on for the last little bit here is kind of explain what you expect Force the Line to, how you expect Force the Line to persuade the audience one way or the other. Kind of lay out what you expect for that to kind of.
That's when the Force. Are you? I don't know you.
That's okay. What I want you to do is take the last few minutes to just kind of kind of jump into the meat of how.
My 2 minutes. I'd like to have my 2 minutes, please.
You can, but what I want you to do is just lay out how it's going to help the audience understand, what you're trying to accomplish with Force the Line. Go ahead and do that.
And what I'm telling you is I know how to use my time, and you don't have to tell me what to say. Okay.
Okay, so well, you're not going to go back and forth with the other interlocutor. Okay?
I don't want to go back and forth. I'm
go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. So what I was saying is with that's when the curve building topic started with Michael Toon. It was on modern day debate, and I just asked Michael Toon, like, when you use a laser level to build a structure, does it follow the curvature of the Earth? Well, the way I ask it, I ask it in reverse. I ask him, it doesn't follow some curvature. Can you agree with that, Michael? And he said, no. And then he said, you provide evidence, but I had the chance that Ryan, the moderator, he said, well, just for the sake of the conversation, Michael, can you tell the audience why you disagree what Kevin just said? And he said, well, he was fucked there because he had to explain that building curve. And that's exactly what he said. But okay, he said if you had a building, let's say a mile long, you would have a deviation from straight, it would be curved. And from there, if that's what he thinks and people accept, force the line can't be built. It can't demonstrate the curvature or absence of curvature with force the line if the building follows the curvature. So I'm stuck. That's why I'm so stuck for 2 years to make them say, no, building are straight. They don't follow the curvature because I want to force the line to measure the curvature. That's literally talking about the flat earth. That's what it is. I want to measure. I think Brian Mullins is a genius for thinking about this idea. It's the best way to measure the curvature, but it's invalid to the Globers if they believe that building curve to follow the curvature. That's why I'm stuck at curve building. And that's it. I'm done.
All right. Well, thank you for that, Kevin. Appreciate that. Guys, if you are liking the stream, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you have any super chats, you have any questions for either of our guests, Max or Kevin, those will be read out towards the end of the stream. So go ahead and use the super chat function, and we will read those. And Max getting the timer reset, I think.
Yes, I was getting it reset.
Okay.
And of course,
You're going to present.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me go back. 1 second. Window. Where's the freaking presentation? Here. There we go. Okay.
Go ahead and start your time.
So, what's the shape of the Earth? I've had this presentation for a while, but I added some things, so I'm going to skip some of the first points. I will refer to amateur footage. Mr. Sensible sent a balloon, shows the curve. Keep Dargidas sent a rocket, shows the curve. I'll do this one because he did talk about measurements. Reciprocal zenith angles is the way we actually measure the curve in a method that is actually possible to do, not like the line nonsense. So the hypothesis is on a flat Earth, all plumb lines should be parallel. How can we verify this? With the use of a theodolite or a total station and doing reciprocal zenith angles measurements. We have the hypothesis A, the Earth is flat, plumb lines in red are parallel. Hypothesis B, the Earth is not flat, the plumb lines converge at the center of the Earth, but diverge at the top, and this would create a 90-degree angle to the tangent at the curve at that point. So when surveyors do this measurement, what happens is that we are actually measuring the curve of the Earth, and here we have a diagram. You set up at one point, you set up at another point, you have a line of sight, you have the plumb line on each one, and you measure the angle between the plumb line and the line of sight. The problem is that because the Earth is a globe, this measurement always adds up to more than 180 degrees, which geometrically means that the ground below is curving. He did this on a three-point circuit from A to B and from 2 to 3. So it was basically kind of like a triangle. So he measured from one point to the other, from this point back, from this point to the other, and then from the third point back to the second. And in all cases, it always added up to more than 180 degrees. Baron Rutledge did the same measurement. I hear a little bit of feedback. Is that you, Icy Spin? never mind. Baron Rutledge did this measurement in one of the quote unquote flattest places on Earth, which is the Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah. And this has also been measured in the Uyuni Salt Flats in Bolivia. So even the flattest places on Earth are not flat. Now, I haven't used this one in a while, so I would like to cover it. This is the David Taylor Ship Basin. It's from the US military in Bethesda, Maryland, and it's a gigantic 2,000 feet pool that is built underground directly on bedrock, in which they test model ships that they are going to build, like aircraft carriers, destroyers, etc. This has the surface of the water, and there's a rail in which they hang the models, and they make them go across the 2,000 feet of the pool to understand how that ship will move across the surface of the water. The problem is that because the water is curved, the railings on top have to be curved exactly to match the shape of the water underground. And why is this relevant? It's because the engineering of the system is remarkable. According to the American Society of Mechanical Engineering, to meet the requirements for uniformity, the rails on the basin walls upon which these carriages will run had to be far straighter and more level than the most perfect railroad track. In fact, to eliminate the effect of gravity on the motion of the towing carriage, the tracks are not straight in the usual sense, but follow the curvature of the Earth. The foundation was built directly on bedrock to ensure that its rails stay perfectly aligned. So this is, I managed to find from the government the engineering documents for this place, and the engineering documents actually confirm my argument that the railings had to match the curvature of the water. And here we have more screenshots from the document. I'm going to skip TFE, and we're going to talk a little bit about Artemis 2, which, I mean, just happened. Red Rhetoric recorded the launch in amazing quality and detail. Then we have our good friend Icy Spin, who did the thing that flat earthers love to have done, which is he recorded the Artemis launch with his cell phone, and then also recorded himself recording the recording of the launch with some glasses camera. So we have a cameraception there. That is usually what we get asked for. And then, because that's not enough, and we have a series of amazing friends, Astronomy Live tracked Artemis to the moon. This is some screenshots from his telescope, the videos. He did it over the course of a few nights. And you can clearly see there's a huge like white pill moving across the sky, exactly at where Astronomy Live himself predicted that the aircraft would be, based off on his knowledge of rockets and orbits, etc. So Astronomy Live didn't take the data from NASA. He did his own calculations, did his own research, and then pointed his telescope, and lo and behold, there it was. Yeah, that is it for today, for my opening. Let me go back here, and we can set up for 40 minutes. All right. Okay. What do you want to talk about, Kevin? Oh, you're muted.
Go ahead and unmute, Kevin. Yeah, I did the same thing. Kevin, unmute yourself.
You're muted.
Kevin, you're muted, bro. All right, there you go.
I just want to know how long this is gonna last. Just to know how long. And that's it, 40 minutes, and we're gone, or we can talk more if we want.
We have, I mean, after the 40 minutes, we have questions from the audience, but that shouldn't take too long.
All right. So, yeah, before I get into the whole educational system thing, I just want to hear your opinion because you said that force the line is nonsense. What do you mean by that? How do you understand how force the line works, and why wouldn't it work?
Because there is no material that could hold strength over that long of a distance.
That's irrelevant. I just
No.
okay. Did you watch the video that I posted just before going? Okay,
Yeah.
there's one video I posted. I don't remember if it was in English or in French, but it's about force the line, and I explained the way I want to build, because like I said in my intro, I'm not gonna build on the larger scale like Brian Mullins was suggesting. I don't have the budget, but I was thinking of continuously on a flat, as flat as possible surface, continuously building, but unbuilt behind and rebuilt in front. I don't know if you understand. I'm just gonna expose it. Like, okay, let's say, okay, I built this part. Okay, I leveled this part. Okay, this part is level, and at some point, I'm just gonna unbuild that and level. It's level. It's level. You understand what I mean? Like,
Yes.
So no, just to make your argument irrelevant of the material. You said the material would stay level, like what they would force by gravity to follow the curvature of the
Yes.
earth, like Craig was suggesting. He was suggesting what he was calling that thermo expansion, like the material they eventually follow the curve, but that's two different things, because if is it the architect and the engineer and the construction worker that curve the building to follow the curvature, or is it
okay. Hold on, let me speak for a moment.
Yeah, go.
You've been yapping for a long time. The problem is that the original proposal was one thing that would be straight for a bunch of kilometers. That can't be done. Now,
I just explained that it's not a bunch.
Hold on, Kevin.
What?
Wait a second.
Wait.
Let him speak. He let
I
you speak.
explained that it was not 4 kilometers that you built and you
Kevin,
excuse me.
Kevin, hold on a second. Kevin, I want you to hang on. Let him. He didn't interrupt you, right? And towards the very end, you started to carry on long. Let him speak, and then you can unmute yourself whenever he's done. Go ahead, Max.
So, Force the Line has been built. It's called the LIGO device, and
it's not
the problem. It's a bunch.
I know what it is.
Hold on a second. This is for the audience. Let him lay out his argument, and then you guys can go back and forth. Let him finish.
LIGO is basically a gigantic interferometer to detect gravitational waves. There should be a picture of it somewhere around here. Fuck. Never mind. So it has two arms placed in a right angle, and what happens is that at where the device starts, it is level, but then when you go to the edge, then it deviates, because LIGO had to be straight, not level. So LIGO has a difference between where the main building is to the point it deviates from the curve. So Force the Line has been built. It's called LIGO, and it debunked flat Earth.
No, that's not like I was saying. That's not Force the Line. And whatever, I want to build it myself, and you didn't understand what I'm saying because
I do.
You came back with the same argument, like 4 kilometers. It's not from kilometer. It's from ear to ear to ear. Like
how long?
Oh, you can build forever. The best, forever. Like if you make it along a train track, like it's the best, because train track usually they're going straight, okay, and you build like the train that's going
trains go over
the
mountains.
train that's going from east to west in Canada. It's going in a straight line. That would be the best terrain to build force the line, and you level the top and you build. And when you built a street corner long, let's say 100 meter, even not if it's always level.
How
You
much
understand
curve
what I'm
would
saying?
be
By
in 100
building, then
meters?
unbuilding, then to save the
Yeah,
material.
this is the open discussion part. You wanted to talk to me on your opening, and now this is the open discussion. So let's keep it. Let's make it a conversation.
If I'm talking,
how much earth curve would be in 100 meters?
That's why you keep building after 100 meter, and your top is always level. So even if the part that you already level doesn't exist anymore, and you keep building, so your argument that how much curve 100 meter, it's not 100 meter.
What
it's
material
forever.
would you?
It's forever.
Yeah, you can build forever. Sure,
you don't
sure,
understand
Kevin.
when I talk.
What material would you use to build this nonsense?
Whatever. In the video I recorded, I said
whatever. Okay, got it. So I would like to move on to, you said lasers don't curve. Let me prove you wrong.
I concede that the lasers, you don't even have to put that as argument. I conceive that laser can be curved by, like you showed, water or
air.
The air contains water. It's so that's why
lasers do curve, right?
Yeah, but again, it's irrelevant to show that, because I've already conceded that, and I said
directly
that
refuting your argument that lasers don't curve is irrelevant. Okay.
Hold on, let him finish, Max. Go ahead. You were saying you conceded it, Kevin, and what was your reasoning for that?
The reasoning?
You said you were conceding it. You had already conceded it, but I thought you brought it up in your opening. So you want to clarify?
I said the best way to measure the curve or its absence would be force the line. So I don't know why we're talking about laser here.
But I gave an actual achievable method to measure the curve. What do you think about that?
The LIGO?
No, reciprocal zenith angles.
Yeah, but what everything that you showed, it's not measurement that you but I give you something.
Oh, really?
You brought something different, and so the one thing you shown, I'm gonna look more into it, the structure with the tunnel with water in it. I've never seen it before. I give you that.
I know.
You've shown some stuff different, that when I go on Toon and on FTFE, they always show the same pictures of Jesse Koslowski. It's always the same thing. Always, I've been debating with them since like 2022, and they always show the same thing. Some pictures, it's not even video. It could be, it is fake.
I don't care about what your other debate. So this
just to give you that you gave me something different, and one of them I'd like to look more into it, because it's
that's fine. We don't need to talk about that.
What you said was it's the water, the top of the structure is curved to follow the water that curve. That's what you said.
Yes.
Why don't we get into that after this topic? I think Max was going to talk about RZAs here for a second, and then we can jump into the
like, if you don't know about the ship basin, that's fine. But yeah, this is the thing. You set up on 2 points along a road, and this guy did it on a video. I can actually show it here. Let me mute it up. Okay. So this guy set up his theodolite and then shows you the diagram, right?
Yeah,
He
but that's
stands
just
on this
drawing.
point and
That
But
doesn't interest me. That's just numbers on a
I'll,
paper.
hold
and
on, Kevin. I'll allow you the chance to rebut once he's done. He's going to present it, and then you can tell him why it's wrong. Okay, go ahead, Max.
I'm
I mean,
not
these
telling
are
him that it's wrong. I'm not
Well,
telling
are
it's fine.
just-
It's fine. It's
I'm
fine.
telling
You
him
can-
that it's not interesting. Let's not talk about it. It's just drawing and numbers
this
on a
was
paper.
part of this was
It's
part of
not
his
interesting.
evidence. This was part of his evidence. He
Let's
wants
get
to ask
into
you why
the
it's not good.
educational system. Hey, there's
Wait a
less.
second.
Hey, I
Wait a
was
second.
there.
Hol-
Hey, what was
listen.
the topic,
All right,
moderator?
wait a
What
second.
was?
Okay, Kevin, listen for a second. All right, he's presenting what he brought up in his open about RZAs, and he's asking you why is this not good evidence, and you can rebut that, but let him lay out his argument. He's very quick, I promise. I'm not going to let him hog the mic. Let him lay out his argument, and then you can rebut him. You can tell him why you think it's flawed, why it's not great, whatever you want to say, but just give him a moment to lay it out. Okay, go ahead, Max.
So yeah, these are numbers on papers, but this is the part, like the guy set up his device, this device, the theodolite, and then did measurements and then wrote those measurements down and then did the calculation. So what it ends up being is that the angle C plus D always adds up to more than 180 degrees. And this guy did it on a random street. Baron Rutledge did it on one of the flattest places on Earth, the salt flats in Utah. And it happens the same thing. The salt flats are curved. That's the argument.
Okay, go ahead.
That's another thing that was interesting, the salt flat, because I would like to measure it myself or see a video, a clear video, like Taboo Conspiracy has on his channel. Some people who and himself measuring over water. Usually it's over water, but maybe there's one over the salt flat, but I didn't see it on his channel. But I saw people measuring the salt flat. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm going to look into. And
do me a favor. One sec. Max, bring back up your measurement where you showed C plus D and then it had it. Kevin, do you have anything to rebut this instead of the salt flats? Is there anything that comes to mind?
Well, it's just pictures. You see a picture of a ruler, drawing and numbers on a paper. So it's not really relevant to me. That's why when he showed the structure and he said that the structure over the water actually follows the curve, that's observable, verifiable. That's why I'm gonna look into this, because if it happened, if it's really happening, it's interesting, but I doubt it.
Okay.
But there's less than 30 minutes.
Well, what I'd like, Kevin, I'm going to give you the mic. I'm going to give you the mic, Kevin. I think you were going to lay out. I don't know if you want to go to LIGO and you want to explain why you thought it was interesting, or if you want to do something different. But go ahead, lay out an argument or lay out a proposal that you want to lay out on the table. Go ahead.
Well, let's get into the main topic of this debate. It's the source of the information. Where does it come from? Why do we believe what we believe? And all the names that I named before, McGraw-Hill. Do you know what McGraw-Hill is, Max?
Don't know, don't care.
Okay, but while you don't care, that's the source of the information. McGraw-Hill, McGraw-Hill is the textbook.
Let him lay it out.
McGraw-Hill is the textbooks.
Never seen one in my life.
Okay, well, what you know, your knowledge, what you learned at school, the book was McGraw-Hill or associated.
Nope.
Well, yeah, you can say no, but that's what it is.
It's not. You're lying.
Well, from now on, now you know. You've learned from McGraw-Hill.
No.
We all did.
Okay, hold on. 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay.
Do you know where I'm from?
No, one sec, Max. 1 sec. Max, I want to do the same courtesy that I gave to you. I want to allow him to expand on what he is talking about with the McGraw-Hill or the textbook, and then Max, you can come back and tell him why. Okay, why you disagree, etc. Kevin, go ahead and start from McGraw-Hill, which you already thoroughly explained enough. I think the audience is with you. Go ahead and take it from there and lay out why you think it's important.
Thank you very much, moderator. That was very fair of you. Okay, so yeah. McGraw-Hill, it's the textbook. Okay, there used to have another name, which McGraw-Hill doesn't ring a bell, Max.
No,
Okay?
I've never even seen a book from them. In my
Okay.
country, that's
So,
not a thing.
Do you know
So wrong.
Do you know who Robert Maxwell is?
No.
Okay, Robert Maxwell used to run McGraw-Hill. Okay, he's Mossad. Okay, he's a Jew. Okay, he's Ghislaine Maxwell's father. Do you know who Ghislaine Maxwell is?
Yeah, and it's pronounced Ghislaine.
Okay, Ghislaine. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so a fact is a fact. So so you know now you're starting to know. Okay, people. So after that, I was getting to Jeffrey Epstein. So if you had told me no, I don't know who Jeffrey Epstein is, I would
How
have.
How is Jeffrey Epstein relevant to the shape of the Earth? Because we can go and check
Well,
ourselves.
it's the source of the information, Max.
Let's stick to the education. You were going with McGraw-Hill, right? And you wanted to lay out why. Okay, that's fine. Let's not get into that part of the society, right?
It's the source of.
I understand. Maybe we can touch. Maybe we can touch on it later.
McGraw-Hill, it's the textbook. Okay.
Yeah.
It was owned by Ghislaine Maxwell's father. Okay. Who is Mossad? You can Google him. It's not a conspiracy. Okay. He was apparently killed by Mossad because he tried to blackmail them. That's something that no one should do.
Evidence. Do you have any evidence for any of this?
Well, Google it, man. Research it. If you didn't know, you know from now on.
Go, present.
Yeah. Well, the other day I put on the page on the...
Present it now.
Well, just Google Robert Maxwell, Wikipedia.
No. It's your evidence. You do it.
Well, hey, man, I don't have time to do that. Do it yourself.
Okay.
Audience, do it yourself.
On.
Well, okay. From before today, you didn't know who Robert Maxwell was. Okay, now you know. He died in 1991. Okay,
don't care.
He's Ghislaine Maxwell's father and Christine Maxwell father, which is Ghislaine Maxwell's sister, who runs. Well, yeah. She runs McGraw-Hill now.
Evidence.
She's that's public knowledge, man. If I tell you the Eiffel Tower is in Paris, are you gonna ask me for some evidence, or are you gonna believe me?
Well, that's something that
it's public knowledge. Hey, you're one click away. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay.
So, yeah. So I don't know if you're going to present, Kevin, but let's go ahead and move let's talk about why it's important, right? The source.
Just accept the fact.
Hold on a second. That's fine.
I'm not going to accept anything.
One second. Tell us why it's important. Wait a second. Tell us why it's important that the source of the information that you're laying out. Tell the audience why it's important, why that actually matters to the shape of the Earth.
Why it's important, because that's what we learn at school. And it goes beyond school, because our parents learned it at school, the globe. And I've learned about the globe before going to school. That's part of the program. The parents, they say, why would you say to a 40-year-old kids, even younger, the earth is round. The earth is round and it's spinning. It's spinning around the sun. Our parents all told us that.
Wrap it up. I'll give you 30 seconds. Wrap it up, and then Max is going to go, okay? Go ahead. You have 30 seconds.
Well, that's the thing. It's the source of the information. Look, Max is denying it because I bring over some new facts. Hey, why are you talking?
Let him finish. Go ahead. You have 15 seconds left.
I
know. I'm gonna allow him.
Hold
on a second. Hey, Kevin. Wait a second.
After the second, shut the fuck up.
Kevin, stop.
Oh, that's adorable, Kevin.
You got 15 seconds. Wrap it up, and then I'm going to hand the mic off. Go ahead, Kevin.
15 seconds now, because he can't shut his big fat mouth. Okay, so
go ahead.
Oh, that's adorable.
Hold on, Max. Go ahead.
So what I'm saying is what we learn at school. Okay, it comes from.
You said that already.
I don't want to be raw here, but with the Epstein file,
you couldn't be rough.
Out on public, you know that the elite are pedo-satanist baby eaters. It's also public knowledge for now. Okay.
So, thank you. All right.
All right.
That's
So
enough.
this has
That's
nothing to
I'm
do.
gonna let him.
I have never seen in my life a single McGraw-Hill because, number one, university in Uruguay is free and public. University in Uruguay does not use English textbooks. And also, those are not the only publishing company that makes textbooks.
No, you're right.
They're not the only company that makes textbooks. And the biggest counter argument to all of this absolutely asinine argument, Pepe Le Stupid, is that you can go and check the shape of the earth for yourself. You don't need to ask anyone. You don't need to consult the Maxwells or the McGraw-Hills or the yada yada or the Ghislaine whatever or Jeffrey Epstein. You can go and check for yourself. You can go and measure the earth. And it turns out it's a globe. Sorry.
Okay, so I understand that you didn't watch some of the video that I posted before we went online, eh? So
No.
2 years ago, I've recorded a French video which I posted and I tag you on it and I
don't
said,
speak French.
Look, 2 years ago, I've recorded.
I don't speak French.
Hey, let me talk, you fucking fat fuck.
You guys can go back and forth. You guys can go back and forth here.
Is getting triggered.
Okay.
I don't speak French, so this is irrelevant.
Yeah, I know, but I tag you and I translated the title, which was Rockefeller's Brainwashing Machine. 2 years ago. It's an hour and a half.
Did you provide evidence?
Hey, man, see, are you gonna shut your pie hole?
No.
Man, I'm talking.
Did you provide any evidence?
Did you see my
on the
lips
video?
moving and some sound coming out
Okay.
of my
Did you provide any evidence on the video?
What?
Go ahead, Kevin. Go ahead. Hold on a second, Max. Lay it out. Get to it in 30 seconds. Lay out why it's important. Go ahead.
2 years ago, I've recorded that an hour and a half long video titled Rockefeller's Brainwashing Machine. Okay, it's just to tell you that 2 years ago, I was already into that topic. So I've learned a lot of things since then. Back then,
evidence?
shut the fuck up.
No,
Back
you
then-
shut the fuck up.
Fuck up.
Evidence, Kevin. Evidence.
Back
I
then,
don't give a
I-
fuck
okay,
about your derpy tool.
Like I was telling you in the Facebook thread when I posted the video and I tagged you on it.
I don't
said,
speak French,
imagine,
dumbass.
I said, hey man, he's never shutting up. Can you mute him while I'm talking? It's
Go ahead.
going nowhere. It's going nowhere. He's just interrupting at
All right.
every 2 words.
Go ahead. Wrap it up. You've got 30 seconds. Max, don't interrupt, please. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't even remember where
Go ahead.
was.
I'm watching the timer. I'll give you till 17 minutes. Gather yourself and go ahead.
Okay, so the video I was posting, I've posted the video Rockefeller's Brainwashing Machine 2 years ago. Okay, back then, like you 5 minutes ago, I didn't know back then who Robert Maxwell was. Now I know. Okay, because I've learned it. Okay. If you want to learn about Robert Maxwell, go ahead. He's Mossad. He's Ghislaine Maxwell father, which is Christine
I'll give you 5 seconds.
Maxwell's
Go ahead.
sister, which is responsible of printing the school book now. And if there
Okay.
are other companies, okay,
that's
okay.
what we learn,
no evidence.
it's
no evidence
worldwide. Okay,
Shut
It's
the
fine.
fuck up, dumbass.
Give it
No
back to
evidence.
Max.
interrupted by 2 people.
No evidence was presented.
I gave you till
so-
17. I gave you an extra 15 seconds. Go ahead, Max.
No evidence was presented, so I don't care. I don't speak French. And if you want, you can share the evidence now. But I know you don't have evidence. You're just derping out. Go ahead.
Yeah, what I meant to say by I know you don't speak French. What I meant to say it's the video lasts an hour and a half. So I had 2 years ago an hour and a half long to say on the topic. Okay, so now
Let me ask you a
the
question.
evidence.
Hold on a second. Let me ask you a question, Kevin. Hold on a second. You're saying that you tagged Max in a video that lasts an hour and a half, and it lays out this Mossad and this the education system, all these sort of things, right? Is that what you're saying?
honestly, back then Mossad wasn't in the mix because I was
Okay.
talking about John D. Rockefeller, and John D. Rockefeller is not Jewish. So
So we're That's fine.
I will
One sec.
just get rid of
Yeah,
this nonsense in just a moment. Give me
one
one
sec.
second.
Yeah,
And the fact that the
one
video,
sec. One sec. We're sort of at an impasse because Max is asking for evidence. We've gone back and forth a few times. You've repeated yourself a couple times now. I'm going to hand it off to Max because Max is going to present his rebuttal, I think, to what you were saying, and then we can go back to you. Okay, go
So
ahead, Max.
the rebuttal here is that basically Kevin is just a tad anti-Semitic. Let me find the post here. Give me just a moment. Where is it? Oh, look at that. This is Kevin. So he has no fucking clue what he's talking about, and the
No,
only
you have no
argument
clue.
he has, I'm talking, and the only argument he has is that he's hugely an anti-Semitic fuckface. So there you go.
well, you can say what you want, but anyway, anti-Semite. Do you know what Semite means?
Yes,
What does it mean?
people who speak Semitic languages.
Okay, no, it means people that come from that region of yeah. The Semite, it means
Nope.
the people that okay. Hey, did
I'm going to prove you wrong again. What is the meaning of?
Yeah, well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Let's
you are wrong. Like you've
let's
been
make it
wrong.
clear.
You've been wrong every step of the way. So here we go. Semite is a term largely considered obsolete or specialized in modern usage, referring to a member of any of various ancient modern peoples originating in Southeast Asia who speak or spoke a Semitic language such as Hebrew, Arabic, Aramaic, and
Okay.
Amharic. So wrong again.
So anti-Semite means that. So Arabic. So the Jews don't speak Arabic. So if you say,
but they speak Hebrew, which is also a Semitic language. Wrong again.
Okay, but the Arabic don't. So if I'm anti-Semite, does that mean that I hate Arabic too?
I don't know. Do you?
Well, no.
Well, you anti-Semite in general refers
Well,
to hating the Jewish
just
people.
yesterday,
And I
okay.
demonstrated that with your silly post. I mean, there's more. I can show more of you being
Well, Max,
absolutely a horrible Nazi trash bag.
Well, if you didn't know Robert Maxwell, you don't know that he's a Jew. Did you know Ghislaine Maxwell was a Jew? Jeffrey Epstein is a Jew.
And you're an anti-Semite. That's why
Well,
you're bringing
these
this up.
are horrible people, and they are Jews.
Yeah, they are. But they are horrible because they were horrible people, not because they're Jewish. You have an ingrained hatred of Jewish people because you are an awful person.
Do you agree that the Jewish people, the Rothschild to be precise, own the central banks, own the money of this world? Do you agree with that?
No. Do you want to present evidence for it?
Oh my God, man! It's pure.
I mean, if you're going to keep making claims without evidence, I will ask you for the evidence every single time, and you will crumble.
Because Robert Maxwell was printing the school books, but he was also in the media. Okay, do you agree that the Jewish own the media? Okay, you don't agree with that. You don't agree with
evidence.
That. Do you agree that the Jewish founded Hollywood and own Hollywood? When Hollywood, I mean the movie industry. Do you agree with that?
No, because I haven't seen any evidence.
You're a moron. You don't. Okay, you disagree with it. So
this is a debate. I mean, you know how? Let me explain to you. You know how for every claim that I made, I showed you the backing evidence. You have done none of that. You haven't shared your screen. You haven't shared a single piece of evidence this whole afternoon. So until you give me some evidence, okay, then if you come to a debate, I'm prepared. That's not my problem.
Well, I'm prepared too, but I don't need to share my screen. I don't need to. If I need to share my screen,
then you lose.
I'm gonna share my screen. Look, if you don't know who Robert Maxwell is, and he was Mossad, and he's Ghislaine Maxwell's father, Christine Maxwell's father, it's not my fault. If you're ignorant, it's not my fault. I'm sure your audience are smart enough to Google Robert Maxwell. Who is Robert Maxwell? Who is Christine Maxwell? What is McGraw-Hill? What is School Board of Education?
I'm gonna play it. Oh, hold on a second. I'm gonna play devil's advocate for a second, Kevin. I want to ask you. Let's just say it's the case that that the media is owned by the Jews and the banks are owned by the Jews and the movies are owned by the Jews. Why is that inherently bad? Go ahead and lay it out. Give it 60 seconds.
Well, do you think we live in a bad world?
Go ahead and lay it
Not
out.
really.
I'm gonna give
Do
you
you
till
think
9
we
minutes and
live
40
in a bad
seconds.
world?
You
Look
you
at the
can't debate
world
the
we live
moderator,
in.
dumbass.
Look at the world they run in. Look at what they've done with the world, and they run it. They run everything. The bank, the politics. They're into politics. They run
Well,
everything. Hey, Jeffrey Epstein. Okay,
let,
it's
let me
Jeffrey
reiterate real quick.
Epstein.
Look to the
Let's let
evidence.
Was
No
one second.
evidence.
One second. Let me just say, okay, sure. Let's just say they run the world, right? They run the media, they run the movies, they run this, they run that. They're in charge of everything. They're everywhere, right? Why is that
and
inherently
they're
bad?
3%
Wait a
of the
second.
population.
Wait a second. Why is that inherently bad? I'm going to give you on the ticker right here. I'm going to give you till 9 minutes and 10 seconds. Go ahead.
Yeah, I repeat what I just said. Look at the world that they built, because they run the world. So when you show my post and look, he's anti-Semite, I don't
Yeah,
hate
you're
all
you're
the
you're a piece of
Jews.
trash.
Hold on,
Max.
Max.
I don't hate all the Jews. Like I've seen some
Mhm. No,
sort
just
of
some of
Jews.
them.
I think they're Orthodox, that they are literally burning the Israeli flags. So it's not all Jews that are bad. So I don't hate all the Jews, but the Rothschild, the Maxwell, the Jeffrey Epstein,
I'm
and
with you.
Jeffrey Epstein. We all know what he was doing.
You got 5 seconds.
He was trapping politicians and people from the
Okay.
the star.
I'm gonna ask you to hold, and we can go back to you in a minute. Go ahead, Max.
So I'm gonna get my derp sign here. Derp derp. None of this has anything to do with the shape of the earth, and you haven't given evidence for any of it. That's my position. So until you do, there's a stalemate here. You're making stupid, horrible claims, and you haven't provided any evidence for it. So
Why don't we change the topics? This is a little contentious. Kevin, was there something about the flat Earth, globe Earth that you thought was the strongest piece of evidence that maybe you could present to Max, or maybe not evidence, but if you want to call it a concept, or I know that you laid out your building blocks, right? But do you have something else to either supplement that, or another argument that you feel is equally, if not more strong?
I just say a little something. The difference between a glober and a flat earther in a debate like that is the glober is here to win a debate. Like, it doesn't care about the new
It's okay.
Like earlier I was interested by some of the things people said, and I said, wow, this is interesting, I've never heard about it. I'm gonna look at, and when
hold on a second. Hold on.
Robert Maxwell.
1 second. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. I understand your aggravation. What I want you to do, let's pull out of the meta for a second. Let's lay out something substantive, right? That maybe can help the audience understand your position.
I've said already that I recorded a video of an hour and a half 2 years ago, so I have a lot to talk about. So I have 7 minutes 20. I'm not gonna talk about something else that the educational system.
We are going to change the subject like right now. Do you think
that's why I'm here for? That you both knew where what you were.
First of all, hold on a second. First of all, it's your 7 minutes and 20 seconds to share. It's not just yours. This is shared between the two of you. Okay. And we need to let's get it back on track. I'm gonna allow, hold on a second.
Robert Maxwell.
I hear you. I don't want to mute you. I'm gonna let Max try to get it back on track. We can have an honest back and forth for the last 7 minutes. And then we can call it a day on that. Okay, go ahead.
Do you think you can have a flat surface on a sphere?
No, logically, no. On the circle I see on the screen, there's no flat surface.
Is this a circle?
It's a circle, yeah.
Okay. What is the shape of that surface?
So what you're saying here is that the Earth is not a circle.
No, the Earth is a sphere, and a circle is a 2D representation of a sphere. But the sphere is so massive that when you are just a tiny little person standing here, it seems like it's flat.
So that's it. That's the argument that my mother gave me when I was 4 years old. When I said, "Are you sure the Earth is a ball, Mom? Because it looks pretty flat." We were on the highway, and she said exactly what you said right now. You know, we're
He
so
was a flat
small.
earther when he was 4,
We're
guys. He's
so
the OG
small that
flurf.
we're so small that we can see it. Like that I don't give you that. I saw this before. This argument is old, and you laugh. I don't understand.
I'm laughing at you claiming to be a
Yeah,
flat
yeah,
earther
yeah.
at
Sure,
4 years
sure.
old. Yes.
So
You
as
are
I was
you're very
saying,
stupid.
okay, as I was saying, to come back to the main topic, okay, the Maxwells, and what it is
That's not the
Mossad,
main topic.
okay?
The main topic is
What
the
it
shape of the
is
earth.
because when you tell people that I'm anti-Semite and whatever, there's the ruler, okay? To counter that argument, okay, John D. Rockefeller wasn't Jewish, okay, but he was part of the clique. But the Maxwell are Jewish, the Rothschild are Jewish. So if I say usually we often say the Jew, but we don't mean all the Jews, okay? Because we've seen Jews that that's it. When I say the Jews did it, actually we don't mean all the Jews, because I didn't mean I didn't make that mean. So
no, but you shared it, which means
yeah,
that
I
you're
shared it.
an awful
I shared
trash
it.
bag.
That's why I say we. Okay, the like who owned?
All right, one sec. Last
No,
4 minutes. I'm
we're
gonna
done
let
with
you
the
guys.
Jews.
Well, I'm gonna let you guys for the last 4 minutes. I'm gonna let you guys go back and forth.
Who owned
your mom?
You don't know, eh?
Your mom.
It's Larry Silverstein, which was a Jew. Okay, he bought the World Trade Center, the old complex.
No, we're done. We're done with this. Nope. We are done with this. All right, so let's move on to super chats, because this is just pointless. You're going to keep yapping about something which you haven't provided any evidence for. So, yeah.
What?
All right, so Max, are you going to read off the super chats?
No, if you want to read them, you can.
Hey, we have still 3 minutes.
No, we're done.
Well, but
it's his show. It's his show. I don't have any control over it, Kevin.
We're done. I don't
he
want
doesn't
you
want to approach the topic.
continue being absolutely horrible. So,
what?
And I
this
want you to
guy
answer
can
some
mute me now?
I want you to answer. Yeah, it's my channel, dumbass. I want you to answer some of the questions.
You're debating.
I want you to answer. Yeah, the debate is done, dummy. I want you to answer some of the questions people paid money for. So, Icy Spin, if you go to the top right, you will see that you can click on the start, and then you just click on the super chat, and it will appear on screen.
Okay, cool. Start. Top right. Start. Comments. Okay, I see. There we go. Okay. All right. So for $5, thank you, Evil Producer 1. Max versus Pepe Le. First of all, I'm going to read these, and I'm going to read them in a straight face. I have no emotion attached to it, so I'm just going to get it out. They paid good money. Max versus Pepe Le. Stupid. This will be a slaughter. Watch out, Max. Skunk spray. Stink when cornered. Appreciate that, Evil Producer. We're going to get on to Mr. Tori Hanzo 3785 for 100 sex. There we go. All the sex.
Lots of sex.
I could go and prove that a laser can curve right now by using a gradient medium such as pressure gradient or thickness gradient. This has been done over and over. Hold on a second. You have something to say about that, Kevin?
Yeah, go ahead and do it. What do you want me to say?
Max, anything on that one?
Yes, but I will not speak. I will just an image is worth 1,000 words, so laser curve. Sorry.
All right, thank you for that, Tori. Dad knows best. DKB. That's John.
That's John. Yes.
Yep. 10 euros. It looks like. As an architect that builds buildings and uses laser levels, I can't wait to get stuck into this useless fuckwit. The fact that he has both my dad's and my name as an amalgamation makes me very angry. Appreciate that from you, John. We'll go on to the next one. Another one from John.
Can I say
sure,
something?
go ahead, Kevin. Yep.
Yeah, to the architect. I'll say, come to debate me live anytime, chum. I don't believe that you're an architect. You're just a moron clapping. Yeah, you're just a look. This guy,
Kevin was a bike messenger, and he's like
hey,
60.
this guy won't debate me. He's not an architect. He will never show. It's just a comment.
I'll arrange it, dumbass. He will debate.
I am answering to the super chat. Can I?
I'll arrange it.
And
yeah, he'll arrange.
Oh, you arrange it?
He'll arrange it. Yep.
Yeah.
John likes to talk. John likes to
You
talk, so
don't
I'm
think
sure
he will
he'll
debate you. That's the
as
laziest thing ever. Like he will
lend
debate
an
you.
ear.
I'll arrange
All right,
it, yeah.
we're gonna move on to the next one because it happens to be by Dad Knows Best. Also, thank you, John, once again for €5. This guy is a fucking imbecile. He has no understanding of materials at all.
Understanding.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
fucked now.
I know. I was just reading it straight up.
Internet that says that I don't understand materials.
Yeah, because you don't understand that the tension, the internal tension of the material.
You don't even know Robert. You don't even know
traitor-
your textbooks. You don't even know Robert.
I
Maxwell.
don't-
You
I
even
told
know
you.
the school board of education.
I
You
told
don't
you.
even know where what
Stop
you
the
believe
yapping.
comes
Let
from.
me answer,
Okay.
dumbass. I told you that I've been through primary school, secondary school, and I did a few months of college here, which number one, it's free. And number two, we don't use McGraw-Hill textbooks at all. I have never even seen a McGraw-Hill textbook in my life.
Yeah, I understand that.
And
I understand that you don't.
John was right in the fact that you don't understand tensile strength. And I'll leave it at that.
Repeat that.
You don't understand tensile strength.
Can you spell it?
Tensile strength. I'll show it to you on the screen because tensile strength.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I didn't confirm.
All right, we're going to move on to the next one. Tori Hanzo, thank you very much for the 10 Yerba Mate Talks memberships.
Very
for
so
the
close.
win.
I
got close. Yeah. Shout out Mate.
Yes.
Appreciate that, Tori, as usual. Good to have you in the chat. Evil Producer 1 for a $5 bill. For Pepe, do bicycle messengers have a problem understanding math or RZA? Go ahead, Kevin.
Wow, this is relevant.
Did you want to answer?
Well,
you want to give it a shot?
I have nothing to say to that. It is just insult. You don't understand math, whatever, man. ST, Chris, ST. Next.
Okay, Max, do you have anything to say on that?
Yes. He doesn't understand any of this.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. We're going to move
we
on
all
to.
Agree. I don't understand, but you're the one who doesn't know the Maxwell and.
I gave evidence for the shape of the Earth. That's all I came to do here.
We've got a lot of super
chats. Are you interested in knowing who Robert Maxwell is?
From you? No.
That's it. Anything that comes from me, but it's.
I mean, if you want to give me evidence, then sure. But I gave you the opportunity to share your screen.
Did someone in the audience?
Hold on. Hold on.
Googled Robert Maxwell. Wow.
No one cares.
All right, I'm gonna put you on mute. You can unmute yourself once you calm down for a second. All right, we're getting on to the next one. PhD Tony Original. Thank you very much, PhD Tony. What about Wiley or Cambridge, Oxford or Cambridge University Press? I think we're going back to the McGraw-Hill sort of foundation that you tried to build. Kevin, did you care to mention or comment on the other publications that PhD Tony brought up?
Well, what about? Do you think Cambridge, Oxford, Cambridge University Press? Do you think they're not related to all the organization that I just talked about? The McGraw-Hills and the Maxwell and the ruler, they that print the school book. It's all the same clicks. Like I agree that earlier when Max said there's other brand of publishing school books, but it's all the same clicks. We all learn the same thing worldwide. We all the math are universal worldwide. The geography.
Tighten it up a little.
You're not in Uruguay. You learn that Africa it's somewhere different that I've learned here in Canada. I'm gonna learn that Africa is here, South America is here, Russia is here.
Okay, all right. We're getting off
here.
track. We're getting off track. I understand what
No,
you're trying to say. We're gonna move up. Yeah, we are getting off track. Yeah, we are.
It's education. It's worldwide. The same thing.
All right, you're gonna be quiet for a minute. All right. We got a new member. Thank you, Evil Producer One, became a YouTube member for Yerba Mate Talks. Is that good? Is better?
Yes. Almost.
All right, cool. Thank you very much. Another one from Evil Producer. He is pumping it out today for Pepe Le Stupid. Are you pissed because the Jews stole your delivery bite? I'm gonna leave that there. Did you want to answer that, Kevin?
Of course not.
Okay. I listen. I'm unfamiliar with all of these. I don't understand the lore, so I'm just laying it out. We're gonna move on to the next one from Dad Knows Best, aka John. Thank you very much for €5. Who cares? Why would Udens own media affect the shape of the fucking planet?
Wow.
That's a point of contention. Did you want to answer that, Kevin?
You really ask what's the point? I just explained. They're telling us what to think, what to believe in. That's what we learn everywhere at school. It's and when I say they, it's not the Jews. Most of them are Jews, but I repeat that John D. Rockefeller wasn't a Jew, so I can be labeled as anti-Semite for that.
Oh, you surely can.
Well, you can say that I don't like some sort of Jews. I'm not gonna say that I'm a fan of the Maxwells, or I'm not gonna say that I'm a fan of Jeffrey Epstein. But just like yesterday, I was talking to one of my colleague, which is a Ashkenazi Jew, and at some point in my life,
one of your colleagues in unemployment.
No, he's a bike messenger.
Ah, okay.
So he's an Ashkenazi Jew.
A real savvy mind, right? I mean, I'll just show this. Yeah. And people can decide for themselves if you're a fucking
can you read that?
Trash or not.
Read it.
People can read it, yeah.
Okay, 10 things Jews to destroy. Hey, let me read it, okay?
No.
10 things Jews to destroy white people.
We don't need you to read it. We don't need you to read. And Jews are white people also, you know? I mean, there's all kinds of colors.
I know that's fucked up. They're white people. But they try to dissolve.
And I mean, you're French. Like, shut the fuck up.
Why? All right, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on to the next one. Let's chill for a sec. All right. We've got Tori Hanzo. Thanks again for 50 sex. That is a lot of sex. Thank you very much, Tori. Kevin, this was supposed to be a debate about the shape of the earth. You are talking about irrelevant things.
Well, I have something to answer to that. That was a debate supposed to be about the School Board of Education and the source of information, the Maxwell, Jeffrey Epstein. I explained that was the topic. Nope. That we were supposed to talk about it all along, but to please Max that wanted to talk about the flat earth, I brought up my curve building and force the line thing. But yes, it was.
What percentage? What is the longest building you know of? The longest, like in longitude.
I know of. I would have to think about it, but the one I like to talk about a lot when I talk about building is the one in Montreal, the Sun Life building, which I posted a lot.
How long is
it? First-hand video and first-hand pictures and measurement, and from there, it's like I was saying before, like my example, like you build, if you build for the line, but
how long is it?
I'm talking, okay?
How long is the building? Answer the question.
Google it, man. I just said the Sun Life building.
No, evidence rejected. On to the next.
And let me talk, okay?
No.
So let's go to the next
thing. Is the same thing
as when
we can go to the next one. Okay, hold on. We'll get back to it. Kevin, this is supposed to be a debate. So Mr. Eman, at MXXD, at IC Spin, the Packer family. It looks like he rage quit, by the way. The Packer family of Australia owns a significant portion of World's media, and he dropped a link. Wiki Carrie Packer. Is that clickable? I don't know if you want to bring it up or
No,
not.
it
But
will only let you click it if you're on the YouTube.
I got you. Okay, thank you very much, Mr. E. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can do that real quick for you, Mr. E. Man. Hold on a second. I've got since Kevin quit, I can speak on his behalf. I'm sure he would be thrilled to know. Let's see.
Let me know if you need me to change the
To my knowledge,
stage.
okay. I don't see the link one. What was it? Perry or was it Carrie Packer?
Yes.
Wikipedia.com. I'll pull it up manually. And then we can look at it very quickly. All right. Yeah, might as well share a tab. Share screen, Brave tab, Carrie Packer, Wikipedia. All right. Is that showing? There we go. Cool.
Yes.
Carrie Francis Bullmore Packer. Oh, hold on a second. Wrong button. Dumpster fire. All right. Australia media tycoon was considered one of Australia's most powerful media proprietors of the 20th century. Looks like they are known for ownership of Channel 9, other media and journalism interest, World Series cricket, which is huge. I'm aware of that. And several other media publications, it looks like. Thank you very much for that. Was that Evil Producer One or Mr. E-Man? Thank you very much, Mr. Evil. Or Mr. E-Man.
Hold on, let me share this. 1 second window. I told Kevin, you run away, little bitch, and Kevin was like, "You're too weak for me." After he rage quit.
They never rage quit with grace and have anything fruitful to say after. So thank you again for that, Mr. E-Man. Very good. Moving on to the next one, Fredan Six Fly. Thank you very much. Is that a monthly membership? It doesn't have a price attached.
No, that was a regular message.
Oh, okay, cool, gotcha. Oh, you know what?
I might have started.
You started.
Like,
got it. Yet another.
randomly.
Yep. Okay, cool. Nick N. What's up, Nick? Good to have you in the chat. Canadian $2, Canuck bucks, as some people like to say. Is it painful being such a tete de merde? I know merde means shit.
Merde.
Is it merde? But it's shit, right? What's tete? Piece of shit?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, cool. I would imagine that it's not painful for him at all. It seems to do it pretty effortless. But thank you for that, Nick, and appreciate that. Evil Producer One, once again, for $5. What a Pepe. Did your stupid mouth lose your job? Or this would have been a good question, but
hold on, let me I'll ask him because he's still yapping on the Facebook.
Okay. You want me to move on and we'll do a callback?
Yeah, we'll double back if
he'll be sure to be in the utmost spirits to answer such a question. Thank you again, Evil Producer One. Moving on, Mr. E-Man, mystery guys, I like to call him. Australian $5 bill. To my knowledge, the Packer family Australian owns this. I think we already hit that one and I showed it, so I appreciate that. Deplorable ILK, what's up, brother? We got a €2, I guess. Can Kevin
pounds.
with the is it pounds? I keep saying euros. I'm sure they're correcting me over here. Like
the euro
idiot.
is like the E with the two things.
Yeah, it's fine. It can be a euro. I'm gonna just keep calling it a euro for this stream.
Can Kevin tell dollars?
Can Kevin tell us what he did to get the stack? That kind of ties back to what we're waiting on. I think that's currently in the queue, and we will double back on that. So
no, it
thanks
doesn't look
again
like he's
for
coming
that,
back.
Mr.
He said that I'm too weak to keep up.
That answers the question perfectly. Thanks so much.
Oh yeah.
Red Grave in the house. What is up? Also, hand clap for. Oh, that was very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying. This is like the first time I've done this, so appreciate it, you guys. At least thank you very much, Tay. You're very supportive.
But you moderate, like whenever we're on the Discord flares and everything, you jump into the moderator role quite a bit. It suits you because you're patient, you're calm.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I do my best. So
Subscribe
hopefully...
to Icy Speed, motherfuckers.
Appreciate it, Max. Thank you.
Thank you.
We've got another one from Deplorable ILK. We've got a €5. Again, I'm going to go for that. Can Kevin tell us at what age did his mother give up on trying to educate him?
I mean, he did try to say that he's been a flirt since he was 4. That at age 4, he was asking his mother, "Why does the Earth look flat?" I mean,
As 4-year-olds do, right? They think about
Yeah.
things like this, not playing soccer with the next door neighbor or throwing the baseball. Thanks again for that, Mr. Gurney. We're gonna move on to the next one. NetTube user, what's up, man? I'm gonna call this a 5
pound.
pounds.
No, this one
I
is
know it's a
euro.
euro. I know, but we're gonna call it pounds. We're gonna fuck everything up. Kevin's logic and conclusion: Maxwell was rich and we'll call it. Therefore, Jew. Therefore, the Earth is flat. Yes, that was basically it. Fascinating and intriguing. Such idiocy leaves me speechless. Anything to say about that, Max?
No, I mean, yeah, it's he's absolutely. He's like, "Oh, I'm not an anti-Semite." It's like, look, we can just show your posts and everyone can make up their own mind. And he's like, "I don't hate Arabs, so therefore I'm not an anti-Semite." It's like, yeah, okay, got it. And he didn't even know the definition of what a Semite was. Like, that's how dumb Kevin is. He debates about topics he has no fucking clue about. Like, absolutely zero.
Yeah. Cool. Moving on. John, thanks again. Dad knows best DKB. 5 euros. I will debate you. Fuck it. I would get my 10-year-old daughter to debate you. It wouldn't even be a challenge. Okay. I'm not sure TOS, but we can maybe look into it. Appreciate the 5 euros anyways. They're Mr. European Dad knows best. Moving on, Real Harold with an N, $5. What's up, my brother? Robert Maxwell being an asshole doesn't make sunsets or this is weird because usually I'm expecting an all cap sentence. So being an asshole doesn't make sunsets or anything else work on a flat earth. Very good pronunciation. Also, does everything Kevin sees remind him of piss? That is
Hold
a
on, because we have.
Funny. Anyways, oh my cat.
Yeah, thank you, Harold.
Thank you, Harold with an N. Real Cygnus. Sig fam, what's up, friend? $2. Kev, what are those non-science books behind you? That would be a good question. We could have had him turn around and elaborate on Maxwell and all of the other people while he was just holding them as he does. So appreciate that, Sig. Moving on. Ooh, Roger that in the chat. What's up, brother? How you doing, man? Remember for 9 months.
Woo!
Here's my Yerba baby. Something like that.
I mean, in that time, you could have got pregnant and give birth.
That is it, baby. 9.5 months, but we'll let it happen. Showing. Oh, Dirt, what's going on, man? Good to have you in the chat. $5 of the U.S. variety. The change in color of the sky at dusk/dawn shows the Earth curves. The longer red-yellow waves are scattered rather than short blue ones. Yes, that's a very good observation and true. Yeah, appreciate that, Dirt. Thank you very much. And the last one that I'm seeing is from, I can't pronounce this. I'm just going to call him Chirper. For $9.99 US pennies. The longest building in the world is the Prora complex in Germany, approximately 4.5 kilometers long. Over its length, the Earth's curvature causes it to deviate from a flat plane by about 1.6 meters. Very good. And that sort of goes back to the I think the argument that you were saying about remind me of the horizontal where it deviated from curve. LIGO, right?
So LIGO, yes. And LIGO is straight but not level. So it starts, there's like a house, right? From where the arms branch off. And in the housing, that is level at that point. The thing is that LIGO needs to be straight because it's a laser contained inside of a vacuum tube, like a gigantic thing. And it's super long. So it's built in 4 kilometer stretches, right? And the thing is that by the end of LIGO, because the Earth is curving below it, by the end of LIGO, the ground is way below than at the housing. So LIGO actually debunks flat Earth. And it's the force the line nonsense that they were trying to build. The problem is that
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't understand that any material that you could line up so so long, like the force the line, they wanted to do like a really long one piece of like a metal beam or some shit like that, and it would crumble, it would curve, it would bulge under its own weight. So it's
Mhm.
there is no material with a tensile strength like that.
In
And
fact, I think
LIGO,
during the summer and the winter months, like probably PhD Tony, I'm sure he's done research on this because he's done a lot of research on the rails, the trains. But
oh
I'm pretty
yeah,
sure they expand and contract in a measurable way, and they have to consider the way that they manufacture them to make sure that trains don't derail. It's a very complex process from what I understand. So
yeah. And I mean, train tracks, they go over hills, they go over mountains, and yeah, this idea that trains only go on flat surfaces is just absolutely insane.
yeah. And once again, I mean, I appreciate you guys being here to watch this epic debate of the Battle of the Minds, I'll call it.
We
If
got a clutch
Oh, we go.
last
Oh, Dad
super
knows
chat.
this. Very good. John, what's up, man? 10 euros this time, not British pounds, of course. I hope there is a panel after this disappointment. Looking at you, Kevin. An extra dot. What say you, Max?
I didn't think of making one, but given that I don't know, there's probably nothing else going on. We can let me throw up an after show in just a moment, and we'll do we can do a quickie.
Very
Whoa, boom,
good.
boom, boom, boom. Here we go.
Yeah, appreciate your guys' support. If you are not subscribed and you got something out of today's sermon, as it were, on one side and evidence laid out on the other side, yeah, hit subscribe and be sure to hit the like button. And yeah, thanks again for all the super chats and the I think Mr. E-Man threw some
You
memberships and
started
some
a
other guys.
poll, right?
I did. I think I did. Is it
Okay, give
still
me.
sitting there
It should be. Let me see.
under widgets?
Widgets.
We got exactly
Uh,
3 votes.
People, come on, 3 votes on the poll. Let's oh, because look, it's a poll, it's not the YouTube kind of poll.
Oh, it's a 1 or a 2.
It's
Okay,
a 1 or a 2 in the chat. Okay, so
let's
let's
do
do that.
this. Yeah,
Yes.
if you think that Max won, let's drop a 1 in the chat and watch the tallies add up. If you are a troll and don't like anything that's real or holy or gracious or good, you can go ahead and put the 2 in the chat. I think it's probably going to limit your responses to 1, so think wisely.
Yeah, probably.
Ooh, I am Raven sneaking a 7 in there, thinking he or she can get by. I can't remember if that's it.
Charles, damn you, Charles, you're banned.
We're watching.
You're banned.
That's pretty neat. I like that. That's kind of cool. The 1 and the 2. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it is.
Yeah.
It is interesting. I thought that it would through the API that they would basically put up a YouTube poll, but
Yeah.
I mean, it incentivizes engagement on the video. That's kind of cool.
All right.
I'm
It
doing
sounds like you were setting up an after show at this point.
I am, yes. Give me just a moment. We can, yep. Icy Speed, thank you so much for your moderation. Impeccable. So
Thank you. Yeah. I did my best. So yeah, I think we got to where we expected it to get. It took a little longer than maybe if you guys were just jousting one-on-one. So that's good at least. A little bit
Yeah,
more derp to lay out for the crowd.
You can't one-on-one Kevin. He's too dumb to
Yeah.
understand how a debate even functions. Kevin. All right. I'm setting it up. Hold on one moment. In the meantime, make sure to do the social things, like, share, and subscribe. Send this to a friend, send this to your significant other, go to the corner, yes, the corner of your street, and just subscribe to Yerba Mate Talks and Icy Spin. And that way we can show that up for the channel. Setting up the after show right now and setting up the redirect so you lazy bastards don't even have to do anything but click on go to the next stream. I say that in jest, in love. All right. So, desktop. All right. Okay.
Did we get any last minute love from Kevin, or did he just leave it be?
Let me check. No, he ignored me.
Oh, poor guy. He'll get there. He'll figure it out.
Let me check. Did he block me? No, he hasn't blocked me yet. Because when he loses, he blocks people.
Yeah, that's what happens. It's standard.
I love how he was pissed that I moderated Ross, and Ross was talking like Ross did the exact same thing. Ross was talking about slavery in a flat Earth debate, and I was like, "Yo, care to give evidence for flat Earth? Because like slavery is completely irrelevant to the shape of the Earth. Slavery is awful, of course, but it has nothing to do."
I mean, it seems to be there's certain people that get there quicker than others. Others sort of will try the flat Earth thing and presenting, and then they realize that it's not going to go anywhere because they're either outmatched or they just run out of material. And but I think Kevin kind of took the shortcut, across the IKEA aisle to get to where he needed to go.
In all of the debates that I've seen, Kevin, he has never even once, that I remember, presented any actual evidence. He talks about the buildings and he just shows himself on the top of the building looking out the window, and he's like, "Yeah, you see, this building is not curved." And where I was going with that question before he got super triggered is okay, tell me, what's the longest building that you know of? It's, let's say, 400 meters. Okay, what's the expected Earth curve in 400 meters? And he would have just crumbled. After show, I'm setting up the tags. One moment, and we'll be almost ready. After show. So,
we should have had a real Herald with an N program and after show algorithm so that you could just do a one click and done. You're writing Python.
Okay. It doesn't take much. The longest part is setting up the tags, and now I'm setting up the redirect, and we'll be good to go. All right, that was fun.
Make sure you guys join the panel if you want to hang out and chat for a bit. It'll be a good time.
Yes.
I think Calder's going to take his shirt off. If I'm estimating.
Can we get some feet pics?
That should drive some traffic. Yeah.
Can we get some feet pics from Calder? All right, redirect is ready. So we already did the sign off. Icy Spin, I'll see you on the next one. Everyone, thank you so much. We are wrapping it up for this one and launching on to the next one. The result of the poll, let me do, where is it? Widgets. Hide. Oh, there. 20 voted yes, 2 voted for Kevin. Those 2 that voted for Kevin are banned.
Completely banned.
Yes.
Try to join the panel.
We'll catch you on the next one. Thank you so much. And we'll see you in just a little bit.
See ya.